to honor 50 years of exemplary service as a lawyer. Through their distinguished careers, and as you can see in their bios at your seats, each honoree reflects the highest principles and traditions of the legal profession. If I can please call up Cliff first. So Cliff, throughout his career, not only has been an exemplary attorney, he's also devoted himself to service through mentorship and numerous community efforts. In his 11 years as managing partner at Dinsmore & Scholl, he more than doubled the number of attorneys. His thoughtful counsel as a mentor sought by both clients and fellow attorneys alike. He was a member of the 4th Leadership Cincinnati class. I think we're up to like 40 something now. And served on the board of the United Way. Cliff also served on the board and in various volunteer leadership roles for the St. Francis St. George Hospital, the Franciscan Health System of Cincinnati, Franciscan Ministries, and as outside general counsel for the National Franciscan Health System. Since 2016, Cliff has led the senior lawyers section of the Cincinnati Bar Association, and under his leadership, and as chair, a new 5-part CLE series on what to do while in retirement has helped educate attorneys, both young and seasoned. Even in his retirement, he continues to better both the profession as well as the community. It is my personal honor to present Clifford A. Rowe Jr. with the 2019 John L. Muthing Lifetime Achievement in Law Award.
I would also like to thank the Cincinnati Bar Foundation and its nominating committee for this award. I'm deeply humbled, and I'm very honored by it. I don't normally use prepared remarks. If I didn't, I'd probably speak for an hour, but I've got a 5-minute limit. Congratulations to the class of 1969 and to the others being honored today. It's no easy feat to be a lawyer for 50 years, or for that matter, to reach the age of 75. I share your pain and your aches. I was going to review my 52 years with you, but then when I was told it was only 5 minutes to speak, that would be 1 minute per decade. So I decided, in place of that, to reflect on and honor those people and institutions who really are responsible for me being at this podium today. I start with my parents, children of the Depression, who never got a formal education, who worked very hard to ensure that I received a great college education at Xavier University. I came to Cincinnati at 17 years old from Northern Ohio. I left 4 years later for Notre Dame Law School. I thank the school for, first of all, admitting me. Second, for giving me the financial resources to go to law school, and most importantly, for educating me. I now thank the 22-lawyer firm of Dinsmore, Scholl, Barrett, Coates, and Dupree, who in 1967 hired me as their 23rd lawyer. They took a chance on a new graduate from Northern Ohio who didn't know a soul in Cincinnati, other than his classmates from Xavier. I thank the many lawyers at Dinsmore for teaching me, for mentoring me, most often for criticizing me, and doing all the things needed to help me develop my legal abilities. I also thank the lawyers in the Cincinnati community who I worked with over the years, as well as my clients for contributing to my legal education. I think it's important also to realize that our Bar Association is a very, very important factor in legal education. It introduced me to the Cincinnati legal community, assisted me in my networking, and really helped develop my career over the years. I thank the many partners at Dinsmore who, in 1975, shared our vision for a democratic, transparent, and consensus-managed law firm that would become a great place to spend the greater part of my life for the 46 years that I actively practiced. Also for having the confidence in our strategy of growing the firm into a much larger firm with offices around the country. Now, closer to home, I would like to thank Jan Himmelsbach, who is here at my family's table. We began working together in the early 1970s when I was an associate, and she continued in that role as first a loyal friend and a great executive secretary for 38 years, until she retired a few years before I did. Jan, give us a wave. I thank my 6 children, 4 of whom are here today, for their supporting me during their formative years when I was busy practicing. I missed a few things, but now I have the time to enjoy their children. And with our grandchildren numbering 16, I have a lot of enjoyment. I'm going to be like somebody who goes off the script. I'm going off the script for a minute with the lovely words that were said about spouses earlier. I'm really glad I included this paragraph. Saving the best for last. Let me just spend a few minutes introducing my wife, Mary Jo. Some of you know Mary Jo. We met when we were 18 years old, when she was a first-year nursing student and I was an XU freshman. She was at my side when I graduated from XU. When we married a few months later, when I started law school, I was at her side when she gave birth during our law school years to 2 of our 6 children. She was there again when I graduated, when I started at Dinsmore, when I was sworn in up at the courthouse, which is just a few days in this month from 52 years ago. She was there when I retired. She's been my best friend, my fiercest critic, my most loyal fan, my constant companion, my soulmate, and the greatest wife a man could ever have for the last 55 years. Actually, Mary Jo, this award really belongs to you, because without you, I would have never accomplished anything